Hey, what's up, guys? The Jims here, and we are back on the Crackpack server today. We've got an interesting one to look at today in terms of mods. Botania. So Botania is actually pretty cool. It has a lot of interesting things to it, and it's not too complicated. I don't know if anyone's played around with other magic mods such as Ars Magica or Thaumcraft, but it takes its own little addition to the game, similar to that, but it doesn't do it in a very complicated way. I mean, there are some complicated things to it, but for the most part it's relatively easy, and this just differentiates one mod from like every other mod. Basically, it's the like, if you've got a mod and you don't have a book like this, then you just need to think again, do it all over. Your Lexica Botanica. First of all, the recipe for this is really simple. It's basically a book and a sapling. Any sapling works. Well, known sapling. And you get your Lexica Botania. I'm saying that right, yeah? Botania? Oh, yeah. And, let's turn this guy off. So our quarry finally finished, by the way. And, most of our output we've already processed. There's still a little bit. We've got here, like, all this Project Red stuff. I'm not sure what sapphires and rubies and peridots are even used for. And then there's the, Biomes of Plenty stuff, and a little bit of Ars Magica. I've never messed with Ars Magica before, not sure what to do with it, so it's just gonna stay there for now. We'll come back to it later. Here's some of the other stuff we've got, and we've just been emptying out. This is needed. And we went to the Nether and got some things we needed. I'd like to go over a gist of what I've been doing on the server, but I think I'll do that another time. So what you see right here is the mana enchanter, and this is pretty cool. I haven't. Okay, let's get that finished. It hasn't completed yet in regards to actually doing the enchants. And I've been feeding it a lot of mana, but apparently it requires a whole lot of mana. We'll hop to that really quick. I'll explain what it is, and we'll go over some of the basics and mechanics and what I've found out and what it has to offer so far. So we'll go to the index and scroll down to mana enchanting, I believe it was. Or enchanting with mana. Enchanting with mana. So basically you have to set up this this really, nice little enchanting area. And here's the cool thing. So that's how you make it. And then in order to utilize it, you basically right click on it with the item you want to be enchanted. It cannot be enchanted already. And then you drop enchanted books inside the circle around it. And once the books are there, you right click on it with the wand again to activate it. And before you activate it, the obsidian that just looks like obsidian. And then once that little, what do they call it, a spell circle of sorts will appear. So once the spell circle appears, you can go ahead and pick up the books again, and then just feed it lots of mana. And once it gets enough mana, your enchant will be completed. Yeah, we've been working on that. I'm not sure how much it needs. A little progress bar would be nice, but it's just your basic Varrock's sword that I've actually grown accustomed to. I've got one here that's pretty close to what that one's going to be. It's got sharpness, fire aspect. I've used the auto enchanting, disenchanting, anvil stuff to make books. So it's going to be unbreaking 3, looting 3, sharpness 5, fire aspect 2. Once it gets completed. So that'll be pretty cool. Not quite as powerful as, say, a Emesis Cleaver, which we need a lot of quartz to modify to get that to be max, but definitely good, something to carry around. And it'll have looting too, so we'll get some extra jobs. So that's the mana enchanter. That's one of the higher end things, I believe, that is offered by Botania. There's a lot offered, and it's The most recent update to the Crackpack server actually gave us these cute little categories that you see here. So you've got your basics, and this basically is going to go over like how to get started. Mystical flowers, you're going to want to go around and collect a lot of mystical flowers. Petal apothecary. Let's see, what is this? Yeah, so this is how you actually create flowers. You use the apothecary. Apothecary? I don't know. We'll look at the book again and try to pronounce it. I've got my Botania stuff set up outside. I'm just going to go up there really quick. Probably sleep because I think it's nighttime too. Yeah. Let's get our sleeping bag out, shall we? Oi, mate, there's a new Botania update. Why am I Australian? Good question. Why are you Australian? Are you Australian? Alright, so here's what we've got for our Botania setup so far. Let's grab some water and fill these. Oh, apothecaries. Sure, why not? Fill these apothecaries back up. There we go. Did that one get filled or did it not get filled? I don't know. There we go. Okay. So there are your basic construction right there is the apothecary. You're going to use them to create other flowers, which are going to help to expand what you do. The first one you're going to want to make, once you've got the apothecary created, which it actually has the recipe right here. So simple. Any of these just normal petals you get from taking the mystical flower, put it in a crafting bench, or whatever, and you get the petals for that flower. So as you can see, a couple slabs, some redstone or cobblestone, and you got your apothecary. The first flower you really want to get into is this pure daisy. Pure daisy is how you make living wood and living rock, and it's just a bunch of mystical white petals thrown into the apothecary. So when you're using the apothecary, let's just go ahead and show you really quick. I'll make mystical white. We'll go ahead and do another white one. Sure, why not? So you actually have to use seeds with this as well. So I know I've got seeds on me somewhere. There we go. And to use a lot of the items in this game, or in this mod, I should say, rather, it uses a lot of throwing. So like, I just throw 2, 3, 4 of those seeds, or petals, and you can see them floating around in there. It's pretty cool. Wait, I'm only seeing 3. I know I threw 4 though. What happened there? You can also take them back out, just empty hand and just shift right click, I think. Oh, yeah, looks like we only threw it. I guess we lost a petal somewhere along the way. Okay, let's try this again. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you see all 4 floating around in there. Pretty cool. To finish it and actually give you the flower, you have to then throw shiny whiteness. Throw a seed at it. There you go. And you got your white daisy. Just put you right there. And of course you have to fill it back up with water. Probably be automated fairly simply, but we haven't gotten into that yet. So what's next in the Botania world? Well, once you've got your basic white daisy set up and you got some living rock and living wood, you can make some more complicated things, such as a mana pool. You'll start with a diluted mana pool and then you'll work your way up from there. And these mana spreaders. So the mana spreaders, they allow you to gather mana from mana generating flowers and send it to stuff like a mana pool. Pretty cool. Did you see that? That's the animation that goes along with it when it does do what's called a mana burst. Runic altar. Yes, that's going to be next too. So that's how you make a lot of the... Ironic. They should have mana pool before Runic altar though, I believe. And they probably do. I may have missed it. But that's the basics. Runic altar is how you make a lot of the runes and other items that are available with Botania. And there are some really cool items that are available. And I'll show you a couple of the ones that I've made so far. And yeah, let's go get right into it. So, mana manipulation is another recommended starting area. Basically, anything that you see with the italics, it's a good introduction. So your mana pool, as easy as a couple living rock, which the living rock and living wood, we'll go ahead and show you how to make that. Make some more living rock right here. You basically put stone or wood around one of your pure white daisies. After about a minute, it turns into the living rock. Pretty cool. Neat little animation when it does it too. So you'll need that to make a mana pool, which is where you're going to be able to make a bunch of other things like mana still, mana pearls, any of the mana petals, mana diamond. Here we are, yeah, mana petals. Mana cookie. I haven't made a mana cookie yet. That sounds like fun. Sparks look pretty fun too. I haven't got enough blaze yet to experiment with those, but moving on. Let's go back. The mana spreader is pretty important. As you can see, it's got a nice little, graphic to it as well. A lot of the things in this mod have some pretty cool graphics to it. And it's fairly simple. A couple of the living wood, some gold, and a normal little petal. And onto that you can actually, let's go back into that mana manipulation. You can add some mana lenses. I haven't done any of these yet. They all provide different functionality. Oh. Cool, there we go. That's our living rock. Very nice. To upgrade your diluted mana pool to normal mana pool, you basically just have to make another one and throw the first one into the mana pool with mana in it. So a bunch of different mana stuff there. Portable mana transportation, yada yada yada. Okay. Generating flora. You're basically going to start off with a day bloom, which is going to be like an X-shaped pattern, not like a grid pattern there. Diminishing returns, yada yada yada. Fairly simple recipe, a couple of yellow, orange, and a blue, light blue petal. And you basically set those up, similar to what we have here. And it's going to give off mana, which can be picked up by these mana spreaders and then shipped to a mana pool. Very nice. Then you got your End of Flame, which is one that I've got settled. No, get back here. So we basically take these Endo Flame and you feed them anything that's could be put in a smelter to cook stuff, basically. Charcoal, coal, stuff like that. And you'll see them with a little bit of red coming from them. That means they're cooking right now. I'm using charcoal blocks because that's going to last a little bit longer, give you a little more mana for your buck. And you can see the animation of them bursting mana to the mana pool. Very nice. There's a couple other ones that they have here. Some other basic one is going to be your hydrogenas, which basically you're going to put around water blocks, and it's going to suck up the water blocks and give you mana from it. One I like is this Gormark, I don't know. You feed it food, and the recipe's right here. And here's another cool thing: if you have something that you don't know the recipe for, shift left click, so shift left click to see the recipe. So like Rune of Fire, how do I get that? Oh, it's just nether wart, some gunpowder, nether brick, some mana still. It's not too bad. You can do that. And that's how you generate mana for this mod, which is fairly important. There's a lot of things that are going to be using mana. So generating mana is something you want to have early on in Botania, and something you want to increase as you move along and get these Endoflames or Gormalius or whatever you want to use to generate mana. There's even one that uses like experience, and so you could use like the Oreberry bushes and the autonomous activator. I've got that set up downstairs to make mob essence, but it could be used for mana as well. Next we have some functional flora. I haven't made any of these yet, but I've seen My wife has used the agrocarnation on our other server, and it's pretty cool. It basically is going to increase the rate of like growth of flowers and stuff, which actually includes ender lilies. So netherworts, ender lilies, any of your anything that can grow, basically. I believe it just ticks it a little bit quicker. There's a bunch of other things. Clayconia. One I saw was pretty cool. This jaded amaranthus. It's basically going to create more mystical flowers. That's going to be a good one to have. Your orchid. It's going to turn. I mean, this one's kind of complicated. It requires some of the higher runes. And it's basically going to turn stone into ores. Now, how cool is that? Stone into ores. Now, if there's a way to mine those ores and turn them back to stone, that would be even cooler. So these ruins, there's different tiers of the ruins. You've got your high tier, which you tier 3, I guess, which are your sloth, your pride, your 7 deadly sins, basically. The tiers lower than that are going to be your autumn, your seasonal ruins, I guess. And then below that you have your basic elements, so fire, air, earth, water, and things like that. Let's go to sleep again. Boop. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Alright, so that's all fun and dandy. Flowers, yes. Now, what are you going to do with these flowers? How are they going to tie to everything else? Here's some things I haven't gotten into yet. Ender Overseer, Eye of the Agents, Force Relay. Oh, yep, actually Mana Pylons are really cool. Mana Pylon is basically the equivalent of 15 bookshelves, or rather 7.5. 2 of these are enough to reach level 30. Pretty awesome. And they're what's also used in that mana enchanting that I had downstairs. I got one up here too, just to look cool. That's awesome. What other... I actually put this to good use, this open crate. I use it to automate my applied energistics crafting stuff that you have to like drop stuff into water. The open crate, as long as there's nothing below it, like you can't have any block below it, you can't have a torch below it, you can't have water below it, there has to be a space there. And it'll drop the item without needing like a signal or anything, it just drops it. It's an open crate. And that's what it says too. It's like sometimes devices like droppers or dispensers aren't precise or fast enough. A simple solution is to make a crate and punch a hole in the bottom. Simple enough, right? Pretty awesome. A lot of uses for that too, and probably going to be used for automating a lot of this Botania stuff as well. Spreader turntable. I haven't made one of those yet. That looks easy enough too. Huh. I love all the silly references. You spin me right round. Cute. Alright, so here's some of the cool stuff it offers. Your items. You've got your like Horn of Ender, which what? Allows the user to access the interdimension Ender field. In other words, their Ender chest inventory. Oh, I'm gonna have to make one of those. That's cool. Wait, did it say it costs mana? Using the hand on another player will open up their inventory instead. What? Oh, really? I can open up in another player's ender chest? Huh. Alright, so a bunch of cool stuff. There's even like Terra Steel armor, Mana Steel armor, some pickaxe you can do. This one's pretty cool. It's cheap and it works like Silk Touch for glass. so you can use it to break glass without even needing silk touch. Baubles and accessories. So Botania uses the Baubles add-on, or integrates with it, similar to how I guess there are some other mods that use it as well, like Thaumcraft. And here's a list of all the things that you can do. I haven't done a tiny planet yet. I'm interested in that one. Spectator, I haven't done that either. Tectonic girdle. This one looks cool. It's going to negate any knockback effects that that might happen. So great for probably dungeons and stuff. Keep stuff from knocking you back. It's not too bad. Rune of Earth, Rune of Fire, some leather, and that is a sash, I believe. Yeah. This is one that I like though. It's the Sojourner Sash. It allows you to walk. Lastly, if not sneaking, it allows the wearer to walk over 1 block high gaps. Plus, it gives you a speed increase and jump height, and you're more resistant to fall damage. How awesome is that? I'll show you the recipe for that too. It's not too bad. Again, you got your leather because it's a sash, Rune of Air and Rune of Earth, and Mana Steel Ingot. Not bad. And we've got it right here already equipped. And as you can see, when we go over like 1 block high stuff, it does for us. And this is just my normal walking speed. If we go running, it's pretty quick too. And of course we can jump 2 high spaces now. Let's see if we can find one. Go like that. Sweet. Makes it nice and fast. It even helps your flight speed when you're morphed, I believe. So definitely a useful item to have. Not too expensive early game either. Similar to like the Adventures or Better Chest Bag, something I recommend early on to help you move around and explore better. Alright, moving on. What else do we have? Snowflake Pendant. So this one's awesome as well. I made one. I'm not wearing it right now. Let's see, where is it at? I think I left it in the box here. But we'll put it on and show you what it does. And show you the recipe really quick. A little bit of string, a couple runes, and some Mana Steel Ingots. And we're just going to go for, hi baby.
Hi.
A little run in the water and show you what all it does. It's pretty cool. Oh yeah, there we are, by the way. We've got, let's change our hat. Slime hat, yes, much better. So, you can probably see it already. You see the ice? Oh yeah, that's what it does. It makes walking on water like you're walking on water. My only beef with this is it could be larger, like more predictive with what it's turning to ice, because that happens a lot. I'll get there we go. I'll be going too fast. Oh, did it again. Too hot for the hot tub. Yeah, you'll be going a little too fast, and I won't be able to keep up, and you'll just fall under. Oh, there we go again. And if you shift, that turns off its functionality. So, there we go. But yeah, especially when I'm sprinting, I'm way too fast for it. Oh, actually that did pretty good diagonal. Let's try that again. Oh yeah, very cool. Like I said, I love the Sojourner Sash. It is amazing. So what else do we have here? I've got a Ring of Magnetization. That is basically going to be like your standard old magnet. Recipe's not too bad. A magnetizing lens and some Mana Steel Ingots, because it's a ring. And whenever you throw stuff, it'll come back to you. Whee! But the cool thing about it, it doesn't pick it up for 5 seconds. And if you hold shift while you've got it, it will negate its effects. So if I'm shifting and throwing stuff, as you can see, it just throws it like normal. Oh, I think the End of Flames picked up a little bit of that those coal blocks as well. And then I'll just grab it like that. Oop. Guys. Okay. We're good. So that's that. You got your mana bands, which are basically going to store mana. Power class pendant. This will keep you from like burning to death. Like if you get caught on fire. Ooh, actually I need one of those for when I go to the nether. That would be quite handy. Does it say it requires mana? No, it doesn't. Okay, cool. Maybe we should just show you guys a little bit of the crafting that's... Ooh. Do I have a golden ingot on me? I do not. Damn it. Yeah, I'd like to show you a little bit of the crafting, but I don't have the materials apparently. Shoot. I need to make another mana spreader because to get mana from the mana pool to the runic altar, it can be done one of a couple ways. You need... Actually, let me see. I think I had some blaze rods. Yeah. Cool. Alright, so I've been wondering how this mana spark's going to work, and we'll show you real quick. I watched a video for it yesterday, one published by the mod author. Mod author being Elizabeth Vazquez-Rica, as you can see right there. And what did I come down here for? Hey, what did I come down here for? Do you remember? I'm thinking. Ah, spark. Right. So let's pulverize these guys. And do we have any gold with us too we can grab? Yeah, some gold would be nice. Show you the mana spreader thing as well. Nope, it's not my bag. There's my bag. But we're thinking of showing you a spark and how they work. They're used for mana and moving mana around. So a gold nugget and a couple petals. Okay, so we should have all that. Just need some of this. There we go. I probably shouldn't. We'll be fine. I found another fortress that has 2 blaze spawners, like right next to each other, basically in the nether. And we don't have cardboard boxes this season, so I can't actually grab. We don't have diamond dollies either, so I'm not sure. We do have one way of transporting them, and just grabbing the spawner and moving it back here. And I might do that once I get more into like blood magic and use that for stuff. So let's start with the golden nugget, and I'm just gonna be making a spark. 2. Did we have? Okay, there's our other spark. So these sparks are pretty cool looking. I'm just gonna go ahead and oh, nope, not like that. Place it over there. Okay. I hope this works with the runic altar. I haven't actually had a chance to test it on anything, to be honest. Let's see. It's gonna be. I think that's in the middle. It's on one side and the other. And then we need some petals that are manatized. So making mana petals is really simple. As you can see, when you have your mouse over the mana pool, it's got like a check mark there showing that you've got enough mana to do this. So now we've got 2 mana petals. Let's put those away. And that should be enough for a spark. There we go. If we shift right click, does that put it on it? Because when you just right click on it. Alright, let me go ahead and do the recipe for this. We're going to be making a rune, I believe. Because we like this power class pendant. So rune of summer, rune of fire. earth and air. Okay. What's the rune of fire? Another wart, another brick, and 3 mana still. There's just way too much stuff in my inventory right now. Throw a couple of this out. Okay, so we've got gunpowder. Okay. We need some nether brick and some iron. Let's go get some. Oh, it looks like we still got our wintry thing on as well. We should take that off. Magnetization. Okay, we'll stick with that for now. Just throw that in there. Oh yeah, the another basic thing that you need for Botania is this wand. And it's going to allow you to, it's got like 2 modes, bind mode, function mode. Function mode, you can just right click on stuff and see how much mana it's got, or if it's doing anything. Minus the mana enchanter, I guess. Let's go get some iron, and another brick. Another brick. There we go. Iron. Let's see, what else are we going to need for this? So that's for the rune of fire. The rune of summer. It's going to take a little bit of slime. Oh, melon. We don't have any melon yet. Unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Sweet. Got a little better chest farms. So it doesn't look like we'll be doing the power class, but this, at least I'll get to show you an example of creating a rune. Because they are pretty cool. And it's all detailed in your Lexica Botania. And we'll get to test the spark thing too and see if it works. Alright, so what we've got is we're going to do the rune of fire. Alright, you need 3 mana still ingots, which is just, if you take iron and throw it into this, that gives you the mana still ingots. And then you take whatever you want and you right click on the runic altar and it'll place it in there. So there's our 3 mana still. Add that nether wart, gunpowder, and nether brick. Alright, another brick, gunpowder, another wart. And that's your recipe. To go ahead and accept that recipe, you're going to right click with your function mode wand. You hear a little noise. Alright, let's go ahead and see if we can add the spark at this time. No? I guess it doesn't work with all the things. Maybe if we just like throw it at it. No. No, we've got our magnet on. Alright, turn off our magnet. Nope. We'll have to play around with sparks a little bit more then. I know they're going to work for other things, I guess. Place it on this maybe? No? Alright, so it looks like we need to make another another mana spreader then. Get some of this living wool. Put away the nugget, that, and we're going to need a petal. I think any petal works. It's going to be gold, petal, and your living wood. And this is so that we can pump mana from our mana pool to the runic altar. Just like so. And we got to get our bind mode. We're going to bind mana spreader. I'm shift right clicking, by the way, to that. And that was another shift right click. And change it back to function mode. And then you can watch it pumping. And we can also watch a graphic on this. See the little blue thing in there? That's it getting mana and growing larger. Once it has reached its peak capacity and is ready to be harvested, we're going to see a lot of lightning coming out of it. Pretty awesome. And we're just going to throw this living rock at it to make the rune. And then if you right click with your wand again, it'll complete it. Awesome. So that's some basics of Botania. Definitely more to be learned and a lot to be automated. A lot to be automated. But it definitely can be automated with all the extra things that it provides. So pretty cool mod. A lot of bonuses from it, and definitely one I recommend getting into if you haven't checked out the Crackpack yet. Go ahead and do so. It's available on the AT launcher, and just go for mod search and Crackpack. Install an instance and give it a go. Anyway, until next week, guys, take it easy.